The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Running on first down, Eckler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready. Smash, ready.
It's Young on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3.
Looking to throw, Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets his to the midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Young now from the 50.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Panthers had 7 and 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, check mega. Drill 52. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shoves him away. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready.
First down, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, move. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you hit him on a move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain here down to the 22. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Check Fury. Hey, go Fury. Drill green. Set, Hunt.
Young to throw it. And connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Herbert now. Complete to Johnston here. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now it's Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert going to change the play here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the foot and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Blue check. Ready.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set.
On play action, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready, set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Hut.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Ready?
Young on 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll be
inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
1st and 10, Young.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So his second field goal now here in this third quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here is Young.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready, break.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready?
On second down, Young again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Young to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Young off the play fake to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Hey, OP, go.
Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off the play fake, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 65 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Still going. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Johnston hauls it in. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Herbert.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Eckler now between the tackles.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Short gain the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Throwing, Herbert.
And this one is incomplete.
You need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the left side with Spiller.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost the game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.